G'day, how you going? God bless you. Before we get into this video, which is about Prince Harry using Standard Hebrew Gematria equaling 361, and also equaling 361 is the term with Satan. Before we get into that, I just want to cover, for the benefit of those who haven't seen my videos before, what we have discovered. In 2014, it was discovered that Harry Mountbatten Windsor, using Standard Hebrew-Gematria, equals 666. As well as that, Harry Spencer, Prince Henry Albert David, equals 666. Captain Henry of Wales, Antichrist looked to Harry, and the only other name that hasn't been used, and one of his titles, Prince of Wales, he's Prince Harry of Wales. His given names are Henry, Charles, Albert, David. Prince Charles of Wales equals 666. So all of his names have been found to equal 666 effectively. And not only that, but Harry by itself equals 216, which has the factors 6 times 6 times 6. In addition to that, that's 7 names that equal or reference the number 666. Harry, Charles, Albert, David, Mountbatten, Windsor, Spencer, using Ordinal Greek Gematria, equals 666. So that's a caveat to this video in case you're wondering why we are focused on Prince Harry. Prince Harry has 8 names that equal or reference the number 666. In addition to that, there is 330 names that equal or reference the number 666 in total. And there's a link to a chart that you'll see behind me in the description box below if you want to refer to that for the discoveries that we've made in relation to Prince Harry, in relation to Gematria. So, Prince Harry equals 361, which is the square of 19. 19 is a imperfect number, 20 being the perfect number. We have 10 toes and 10 fingers. 20 is a perfect number. 19 is an imperfect number. I've known for some time that Prince Harry equals 361. I investigated the relevance of that number, and another, using Greek Gematria, the word for flesh in Greek, which is S-A-R-X, sarx, that equals 361 as well, which I'll talk about later in regards to the relevance of the flesh. So Prince Harry equals 361. I've known that for some time. And I've also known for some time that Satan, spelt Shayin Tet Nun, equals 359. And recently I was thinking about how close they are to each other. If we were to add just 2 more Gematria points to Satan, we would go from 359 to 361. And as it so happens, in the Hebrew language, they use their letters as a prefix. For example, Vav means and Mem means of. So the letter Bait or Bet or Beth, it means, I'll just scroll down to this. As a prefix, the letter Bet may function as a preposition meaning in, at, or with. So if we put Bet before Bait before the word Satan, which would mean in Satan or with Satan or at Satan, then the gematria for Satan goes from 359 to 361. And this is the relationship that I'm seeing between these two numbers. Prince Harry therefore equals with Satan, or in Satan, or at Satan. In addition to that, the number 359, the first time that the word Satan is mentioned in the Bible is 1 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 1. 1 Chronicles chapter 21 is the 359th chapter in the Bible. So that's not a coincidence. The Gematria for Satan is 359, and the 359th chapter in the Bible is the first time that Satan is mentioned. So, not only that, but using Ordinal Greek Gematria, Prince Henry Charles Albert David Wales, as well as I forgot whether I said Harry or Henry first because they both equal 359. I'll start again. Prince Harry Charles Albert David Wales and Prince Henry Charles Albert David Wales both equal 359 using Ordinal English Gematria. So we have Prince Harry's full name as well as part of his title, Wales. And in the military, he was known as Harry Wales, Captain Harry Wales. So the Wales name was his surname when he was in the military. So that's particularly relevant. That equals 359. In addition to that, we have this number 1674, which also equals 359 using Ordinal English Gematria, and 1764 also equals 359 using Ordinal English Gematria. The relevance of both of those numbers is that 1674 can be expressed as 66 times 6 plus 666 plus 6 times 6 times 6 plus 6 times 66. And 1764 can be expressed as 666 plus 6 times 6 times 6 plus 666 plus 6 times 6 times 6. So that number 1674 and 1764 are both very relevant numbers in terms of the way the number 666 can be expressed within those numbers. So as it turns out, 1674 and 1764 both equal 359, which equals Satan, using respectively Ordinal English Gematria and Standard-Hebrew-Gematria. So 1764, if we divide that by 2, we get 882, and we have some other expressions that are relevant to the number 882. Mark of the Beast, using Standard English Gematria and Ordinal English Gematria combined, equals 882. RFID, radio frequency identification. RFID wristband equals 882 using base 6 English Gematria. Also equaling 882 is King Sussex using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Gematria, I should say. So there's another one. The Beast of Revelation, chapter 13, is Prince Harry Mountbatten Windsor Spencer. That equals 882 using Ordinal English Gematria. And Saturday, 23rd of September 2017 equals 882 using Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. As well as that, Android equals 882 using Standard English Gematria, Latin Gematria, Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria, and Jewish Old English Gematria. So 882 is, as I said before, is 666 plus 216, which has the factors 6 times 6 times 6. So it is a relevant number. So if we put the letters Shain, Bet, Bayit, Shain, Tet, and Nun into Google Translate, we get in the devil. So that equals 361. Those Bayit equals 2, Shain equals 300, Tet equals 60. No, Tet equals 9, sorry, and Nun equals 50. So if we add up all those letters, we get 361. Bayit equals 2, Shain equals 300, Tet equals 9, and Nun equals 50. So the other interesting thing about the letter Bayit or Bet or Beth is that the pictograph for that letter means house. So by putting that letter in front of Satan, it means the house of Satan, effectively. So as I spoke earlier, I was aware that 361 was 19 squared, and that's an imperfect number, and that the Greek word for flesh, which is sarx, also equals 361. So before I finish, I'll read Galatians chapter 5, verses 16 to 26, which says this: This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revellings, and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ's have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. So there's two things there: walking in accordance with the Spirit and walking in the flesh. So it just so happens that the Greek word sarx means flesh, and that equals 361 as well. So as per the title of this video, Prince Harry equals 361 using Standard-Hebrew-Gematria, and also equaling that is Bayit, Satan, or in Satan, with Satan, at Satan. That equals 361 as well. So I was just thinking about that a few weeks ago, meditating on how close Prince Harry was to Satan in his Gematria for Standard Hebrew Gematria, and I realized that with just the addition of two more, we bump the Gematria for Satan up to 361. And Bayit is as I spoke before, is a prefix used in the Hebrew language, which means in, with, and at Satan. Means in, with, and at. And if we put it before Satan, then it means in, with, or at Satan. So I thought that was an interesting find. And That's all I was going to speak about for this video, so thanks for watching, God bless, and goodbye.